Hi everyone, welcome to this new video of the SpqR series. I'm Dr. Bamboo, Dragon Warrior, and today we're going to talk about how to improve your total power in your squats. Special thanks to Moses, I Am Bear, Jeremy Corbin, Priscilla, Dapshi, and Jorov for being awesome. And thank you for sending this very appropriate picture. You know who you are. Love you. Alright, total power in your squats. Let's start the game. Man, I really love the music when you start out the game. It makes me feel energized. Alright, so first we're gonna collect some resources. And hey, VicSP has a train. Let's pick a wagon and donate 3 tickets. Because she deserves it. Alright, thank you, Vic. Alright, so let's collect some resources here as well. And now let's start with Team 1. So the most obvious thing is your best defender is on the front left. Then we have the best attacker in the middle. Then we have our special force in the back left. So I know this because I usually analyze the battle reports, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to do that if you haven't been doing it. So tip number 1, always check the video. So we see in the video that you get attacked on the left side by 3 attackers, 2 by the right side. And we attack with the special force the other side. So we first finish them off, and then we attack with all of them on the right side. The person in the middle, here in the middle, always remain the most healthiest. So in summary, the front left is the best defender, the middle you have the best attacker, and back left you have special force. So that's how you analyze the video. Always check all the videos in your report. It's really important to see the dynamics, how everything works. Other things are kind of equal here, so it's not really important. Let's focus on the defense. We always have radar and armor for the defenders. Needless to say, the attackers get the gun and the data chip. So it's important to focus. So don't do this. Don't give everybody like around the same amount of armor and so on. You need to always focus and get the dots on the defenders and the attackers, right? And you need to understand the statistics behind these decisions. So let's focus on my attackers, right? So I'll give you an example how to analyze this. So we go to the statistics and we see that my DVA is having a ton of critical damage, like 87%, right? And then I see that my Schuler is having 65% of critical hit. So if we look at Schuler, it has 1 dot. So my learning from this battle report is I need to increase the dots on the gun and increase the dots on the data chip for me to get higher critical damage, right? And you always need to focus instead of balancing. Focus on your attackers, the guns on the attackers, and then defenders, they need, of course, more on the radar and the armor. So when we look at these skills, always focus on the tactics and the passives. So don't focus on auto attack. And you can see that he maxed it out and I maxed it out as well. So this is how I look at the battle report. Like I look at the gear, I look at the skills, I look at the video. But now let's look at the army tab. So we can see that his drone has a higher level, but my drone chips are much better, right? So that's the reason why I'm that strong. So when we also look at the drone components, he has an edge on me, right? So he's a little bit stronger in that sense. I need to improve on that. But when we, for instance, look at the tech research, you can see that he's a little bit stronger in heroes, but I'm stronger with my decorations. And importantly, the morale is very important. So I have an 11% edge on him. And later in this video, I'll show you how to get stronger with the tech research as well. So these are like the things that I usually analyze. So the battle video, the battle reports, I get insights from the statistics, and it's very important that you understand the details matter. Always look at the details and think about how to get key insights from this information. Alright, now let's look at the gear. So for my DVA, I focus on the gun and the data chip, because for the attackers you have the gun and the data chip. Always focus and get them as many dots as possible. That's to make them stronger. And I've neglected a little bit the armor and the radar, but I'll do that later on because I have to prioritize. If you look at, for instance, my Carly, I've neglected the attack of Carly, right? But I have invested heavily on the physical armor and on the energy radar, right? And the same goes for Lucius. He is also very well protected against physical and energy damage. And now we go to Morrison. He's my special force. He focuses on physical damage for the air squads. That's why it's very important to have a good gun and a good data chip for his attack and critical damage.
Think first.
So my Schuler is my support. Also focusing on attack and critical, but it's energy damage for tanks and her stun ability. So that's it for the gear. Let us focus on the drone. So the drone is a very pivotal part of your strength. So let's go to the drone, and we can see that the drone has a certain percentage that goes into your heroes, the strength of it. So we have attributes, we have components, we have the combat boost, and we have the skill chips. So we will explain everything one by one. So always do the data training on Monday. Use the drone parts. So let's see. Right now I have like 900 drone parts for Monday saved, and it will give me a higher level. So that's the level of your drone. And you have components. Try to get as high of a level components you can get. The drone components are open, the chests are open on Wednesday, and try to get them as high as possible. If you're at level 7, it's really tough to make those combinations, but try to do that anyway, because each drone component will give you like 1 million extra in power. Yeah, so if we go to combat boost, this is just add the things that you don't need. For the drone chips, make sure you have one at 5 stars. I have one that attacks all targets, the drone, so this one is like really overpowered. So get that as soon as possible at 5 stars. Get the quantum field to minimum 3 stars because it will protect you from damage, and the other ones you can also get to 3 stars as soon as possible. But you know, this tactical drone really gives new dimensions to your battles, so really invest in these chips. This is the thing, and yeah, that's actually all there is to the drone. Just invest. In terms of tech research, I want to say that we should invest in heroes, special forces, and units. So regarding the heroes, try to max them out. Max out your tanks, max out your air squad. I haven't done so with my missiles, but importantly, try to max out the hats. Get to the hats. The hats are really important to level up all your squads. And now we go to the units. Try to max out your units as well. Get as deep as possible in the tree. It's very important to have like really strong units, obviously. And of course, the special forces. I've already talked about the morale boost. Focus on the morale like a pro. So right now I have it at 6, but try to get it as high as possible to get an edge. Furthermore, I also wanted to explain more about these special forces. Try to get to the T10 as fast as possible. So get as low as possible in the tree and then invest in that. Because if you reach 40% in the special forces, 40% in the forces, special forces, you'll get C2Cs, you'll get extra drill ground, and you'll get like extra fortifications and so on. So it's really important to invest in this as well. Your squad 1 should also be maxed out. I haven't done so myself, but try to do that as much as possible for squad 1. But if you look at my second squad, it's at T4. Why is that? So why do I have such a strong squad at T4? So, oh wait a minute, I have a dig coming up. Right, okay, I'll just try to get this dig. Hey, Vic and Villa. Alright, so let me just get this first. Alright, so let's get back to what I was saying. T4, why do I have my second squad at T4? So what's the secret behind this? The secret is, it's really cheap to upgrade T4. It's much cheaper. So even if you do really like max things out, it doesn't cost them any resources as in T2. So that's why I put it in T4. So this was it. This was the video. Yeah, this is like a brief summary about everything. I'm Dr. Bamboo, and thank you for watching the SpqR series.